university life has been nothing short of adventures, from serving 40-hour weeks as a student volunteer, setting up an event company as part of my media project, and traveling to Washington DC as an exchange student. But here's the thing, I never finished high school and I never did any university entrance exams. I literally left high school in the middle of my final year. In most countries, dropping out of high school meant that it's almost impossible to enter university, and this is especially true in Asia. So getting a degree for an Asian is like a process, a means to a successful life, and a status symbol that you have met the minimum requirements to life. And with all this pressure in place to enter university, dropping out of high school can be seen as a failure, that I did not work hard enough, or I simply just was not good enough. Initially, that was what I felt when my high school results just weren't on par with my peers. Now, to understand how this whole process works, you need to know that in Australia, after the age of 15, which is year 10, students can opt to continue their high school or move to TAFE, which stands for Technical and Further Education. This is a technical school that teaches trades from floristry all the way to computer programming. Technical schools like this exist to help students who would like to explore practical ways of learning and may fare better in these areas than in academia. Now, I did not immediately opt to leave school to go to TAFE, but I stayed all the way until the middle of my final year in year 12, as I wanted to attend my school ball and have my face in the School Leavers magazine. So in my final year of high school, I applied to study to become an enrolled nurse. Now, since nurses get paid really well here and I did pretty good in human bio, so why not? Now, enrolled nurses are just below registered nurses who actually hold a university degree. And since I got into the Advanced Diploma of Nursing for enrolled nursing during my final year of high school, this gave me the permission to leave high school and enter into TAFE with only my year 10 and year 11 results. And while I attended nursing classes, I was also the youngest in class at 17, while most of my classmates were mums in their 40s and 50s who has had aged care experience, and they were simply there just to upgrade their skill sets to become enrolled nurses. Now, after 2 semesters, nursing just wasn't my thing, and as an 18-year-old at the time, I switched to film, which was really what I liked to do. And instead of doing a diploma in film, I started with what was called a certificate tree, as there were prerequisites that I needed to do in order to do a diploma. Now, a certificate tree was equivalent to a year 11 high school education. The course was 6 months long, followed by a certificate 4 in film, which was another 6 months long. So while I was 18 years old at the time, my youngest classmate was 15. And during my time doing the certificate 4, I never had to touch any academic math, science, or language subjects. I solely focused on becoming a film professional that met industry standard requirements. So my grades were either pass or fail. And I noticed that some of these skill sets just were not taught when I got into university. Now, because Certificate 4 is equivalent to a Year 12 high school certificate, it technically equated to a university foundation program. So I decided to try applying to university for the Bachelor of Media at Murdoch, as I did not want to waste a 6 months gap waiting for the Diploma of Film to start, since I was a mid-year intake student and the Diploma of Film only started in the beginning of the year. Which if I did, I would have gotten credit exemptions for my degree, and I would have been able to play with 16mm film and 16mm film cameras. So in mid-2009, I finally got into university with only my Certificate 4. And from there, the rest is history. And because I did something that I truly enjoy and I excelled in it, I was even invited to do honours, which I did not pursue. So in Australia, we have all these opportunities, and even if you do not get into university, the technical school can also be beneficial to those of you out there who are more technically inclined. But that does not mean that you can't go into university using that path. Now, not to mention that due to our minimum wage in this country, technical people are in short demand and they often make more than your general university graduate, even securing a job faster than most general degree graduates like myself, since almost every technically skilled person has to be certified. Now, this method will work for most university programs in Australia, Some courses may require additional steps, and some may require you to do an undergrad before applying for postgrad and additional tests if you are going for courses like medicine or one of the other more competitive courses. So I hope you guys have enjoyed my story from high school dropout to university grad, and if you do, I hope that you would give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more, because this will help the channel to produce more stories in the future. And if you want to know more about how you can study in Australia, drop me a comment or send me a DM on Instagram, and I will do my best to lead you to the right people. And as of now, see you guys again, and I hope to make more videos for you guys.